Right, children. Everyone, children. Good evening. I hope you can hear me. Today, our last session. We are doing revision today. So before we start the revision, I want to discuss this question with you. I check your assignment too. Do you remember this question? Question number 6 under assignment in our second assignment. Right, I will give you 1 minute to go through with this question. I want to discuss this question first. So I highlighted the important numbers. This is an airline operating in Tanzania. Their maximum capacity 140 passengers per flight. එක කරන් යන්න පුළුවන් 140 දෙනයි කියලා කියන්නේ. So their ticket is $160, right? One-way ticket is $160. Then other one is their fixed cost for a single journey $14,000. So variable cost per passenger $10, right? So first quarter number of flights 25 and passengers 1,925. In the second quarter, number of flights and passengers, right? So what is meant by fixed cost? You know that one, that doesn't matter. Then calculate the average number of passengers per flight for the first quarter, right? They are asking for the first quarter, that means January and March. So most of you have done this one also correctly, the second one, though how we calculate the average number of passengers. Total passengers 1,925 divided by number of flights. So one flight, there are 77 passengers, right? Average number of passengers at 77. Samaning එක flight එකක 77 යනවා කියන එක තමයි කියන්නේ. Right. So the next question, third question, A part, total variable cost per flight, right? Total variable cost per flight. So we have $10, right? Per passenger $10. So we want to know, then we want to multiply this one by the number of passengers. So 77, right? 77 for the first quarter. They are asking for the second quarter. So for the second quarter, average number of passengers are given here. Within 116, right? Average number of passengers are given here. So what you have to do, 116 into $10. So this $10 also we took from the question, right? ඒක තමයි total variable cost එක වෙන්නේ. This one. They are asking total cost. So we know we have equation for the total cost, total variable cost plus fixed cost. So total variable cost we already found, this one, 1,160 is a total variable cost. Then fixed cost, right? Per flight, they are asking for a per flight. So fixed cost, children, here $14,000, right? They are asking for a per flight. එක flight එකකටයි යහන්නේ. So no need to multiply this 14,000 in 25 or 38, right? ඒක වැඩි කරන්න ඕන නැහැ. We have directly you can take this 14,000, right? So all together then 15,160. Then the C part, average cost per passenger, then total average cost, how to calculate average cost? Average cost we are calculating total cost divided by number of output. So here number of output means number of passengers. Metan output එකක් නෑනේ, මෙතන තියෙන number of passengers. So we need to divide by that number of passengers. The total cost divided by number of passengers. So average cost is 130. So what is their ticket price? Ticket price 160. Here you can see 160. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ යන්න ticket එකක් වෙන්නේ 160. Cost එක යනවා 130. Right? So their profit margin then $30 per passenger. Right? එතකොට එක්කෙනෙක්ගෙන් $30ක $30 වල profit එකක් තියෙනවා. Right? Did you understand that point? Their ticket 160 and their cost is 130. Right? ඒගොල්ලෝ එක sell කරන්නේ 160 වලට. හැබැයි cost එක යන්නේ 130 වලට. Therefore they have profit $30. $30 වල profit එකක් තියෙනවා. Right. So the fourth question. They are telling average cost per passenger per flight in the first quarter was $191. Right? You can take this answer also in the same way. May විදිහටම තමයි they have calculated this answer, 191 answer. Now they are telling average cost 191, but they continue flights. Right? They're asking why. Then you can see ticket 160 but cost 191. ඒගොල්ලෝ ticket එක දෙන්නේ 160 වලට, but they have to incur the cost 191 per passenger. එක්කෙනෙක්ට $191ක cost එකක් යනවා. හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලෝ ticket එක දෙන්නේ 160 for the first quarter. මේ first quarter එකේ වෙන්නේ මේක. So they are asking, that means they are taking loss නේද? තියෙන්නේ loss එකක්. That also, but they are continuing these flights. Why is that? That is the question, right? ඒගොල්ලෝ පාඩුවක් ගන්න ගමන් උනත් මේක continue කරනවා. ඇයි ඒ කියලා යහන්නේ, right? So children, I saw you have written some answers. I gave marks for the those answers also. It's the reliable answers, right? ඒක අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් those answers also I can accept. So I gave marks for those answers also. But this is the main part. There are two options, right? Then first take the first option. If ECR continues flights both quarter 1 and quarter 2, then මේ දෙකම මෙයා continue කරනවා නම් quarter 1 and quarter 2, what is the profit? We need to calculate the profit, right? So revenue is here. I have calculated quarter 1 revenue, quarter 2 revenue. So if you don't remember how to calculate revenue, children, go and refer the note. Note එකේ තියෙනවා equation එක. So you can see how to calculate revenue. So their revenue 955, right? Thousands waliin 955. Fixed cost 882. Variable cost 63, then total cost. Total cost means fixed cost plus variable cost 945. Then they have profit $10,200, right? How to calculate profit? Revenue minus total cost. මේ red color one, red color one තියෙන revenue එකෙන් total cost එක අඩු කරාම තමයි profit එක එන්නේ. In the first option, if they continue both flights, again quarter 1 quarter 2 දෙකම කරනවා නම් ඒගොල්ලෝගේ profit එක 10,200. Now they are telling quarter 1 is it's loss, right? Quarter 1 එකේ loss එකක් තියෙන්නේ. So therefore you think they decided, okay, quarter 1 we have loss, so we are not continuing quarter 1. අපි quarter 1 එක කරන්නේ නැහැ. අපි quarter 2 එක විතරක් කරමු, right? That is their decision. So if they continues only quarter 2, what will happen? Right? ඒක තමයි අපි බලන්නේ. So if they continue quarter 2, revenue, no revenue in quarter 1 නේ. Right? එතකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ total එක වෙන්නේ total revenue is 705. Fixed cost same. Why is that? We know, right? If we continue with the business, right, we have to bear the fixed cost. They have to pay rent, they have to pay interest, those kind of things they have to pay. Fixed cost එක අඩු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Fixed cost එක තියෙනවා. But variable cost, no variable cost for the quarter 1, only for the quarter 2. Then total cost 945. Actually it should be less than 945, right? It should be 882 plus 44, right? Then profit, right? Actually they don't have profit. Why is that? Here we need to change this one at 350 because no any fixed cost, right? Only fixed cost is there. So see, 350. So this one also should be changed. But anyhow, children, they don't have profit, right? Loss එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. So idea is if they stop continuing this quarter one, ඒගොල්ලෝ quarter one එක නැවැත්තුවොත් they don't have profit, they have loss. ඒගොල්ලන්ට loss එකක් තමයි වෙන්නේ. Right? That is why they are continuing quarter one, quarter two both. ඒ දෙකම කරන්නේ අන්න ඒ reason එක නිසා. Right? So I will share these notes, right? This is 926. How to calculate profit? Here actually no profit, there should be loss. Loss එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Minus 220. This much loss they have, right? Right. Okay. So I will share these slides with you children, then you can go through again, right? මේක ආපහු බලන්න, බලලා ඒක try කරන්න, understand කරගන්න. Right. So other questions in the assignment too, no problem, right? ඒක ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඔක්කොම කරලා තියෙනවා හොඳට. So now we are going to do some revision, right? Revision questions. So I want you to give me answers. You can type the answers, right? Can you tell me the answer for the question one? Who are stakeholders? Give me some examples, no need definition. Give me some examples for the stakeholders, at least one or two. Owners, very good. How about others? Managers, correct. Employees. Only one is giving answers. How about others? You can type here answers. Right. In second question, how are businesses classified? Very good. Suppliers, correct. Now give me the answer. So under stakeholders, we can tell consumers, the people inside and outside. ඔක්කොම ගන්න පුළුවන්. Community, government, customers, suppliers, owners. All are stakeholders. How are businesses classified? According to the sector wise? Yes, creditors also correct. According to sector wise, how we classify the business? There are three. What are those three? At least tell me one. Very good. Primary sector. Second one, secondary sector. Yes, third one you know, right? Very good. Tertiary sector. Right. So we did this one in our assignment also, right? So no problem with that one. So do you remember the definition for the customer, consumer and market? At least give me one definition. Customer, consumer or market. Only 3 or 4 students are giving answers. What happened to others? Anithay mukada. Nidida. At least give me one definition. Customer, consumer or market. Then I will tell this is correct or wrong. A person who buys goods and services is a customer, right? A person or a business, right? Customer කියනකොට it might be individual person or it might be a business. දෙකම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Then final use of the product we called consumer. Do you remember the definition for the market? Anyone? All the customers who are interested to buy product and have financial resources to do so, we called market, right? Okay. So they are asking the difference between niche marketing and mass marketing. At least tell me what is niche marketing or mass marketing? The place where people gather to purchase products. That one also correct for market, a person who buys goods and services. But for the market, I told you, children, the market කියනකොට we can take the place. අපි place එක කියන එක market කියලා අපි කියන්නේ, that also correct. But here we have another definition. When we call market, it is all the customers and consumers, right? අපේ customers ලා consumers ලාට අපි commonly we are using a word market. Market කියලා කියන්නේ customer consumers ලාට in business studies, right? But that one also correct. ඒකත් හරි. Niche marketing, mass marketing. Do you remember what is niche or market, mass market? Market is a place where buyers and sellers meet each other to exchange goods or service. Right. Selling a small segment but branded products is niche market. Quite right. Selling small segments, correct. Branded products also correct, right? But you think sometimes people, for example, you think birthday cake, right? There is a person or lady who her business is selling birthday cakes or anniversary cakes for anniversaries, right? Cake hadala dena එක තමයි යාගේ job එක. So she also doing the niche market, but that is not a branded. Like a branded නෙමෙයි, but she is also selling this product for the small segment of market. එක ටිකකට විතරයි විකුණන්නේ. That is the niche market, right? Selling the same product for the whole market we call mass market. Can you give me example for the mass market? Oh, that is correct. එකම product එක ඔක්කොටම විකුණනවා නම් අපි කියනවා එක mass marketing. So, example? Nice. Flour. Right. Flour, biscuit, chocolate. ඕන එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right. How markets can be segmented? Sugar. Correct. How markets can be segmented? There are three. Do you remember what are those three? Geographic market, correct. What is the next one? Okay, demographic and psychographic. I hope you remember there are factors under those geographic, demographic and psychographic. Right? The factors. I hope you remember those things. Right. Market research. Market research we can divide it into two. What are those two? Market research, two types are there. Primary research, not an internal research, that is primary research and secondary research, right? So primary research, do you remember some examples for the primary research? Test marketing, observation, right? Normally when we are collecting data for the specific purpose, we call that is a primary research. We can do a secondary research using the existing data. මේ තියෙන data ටික අපි අලුතෙන් හොයන්න යන්නේ නැහැ data. තියෙන data ටිකක් පාවිච්චි කරලා කරනවා නම් අපි කියනවා that is a secondary research. For example, internal business records, newspapers, library, right? You can use internet. ඒ වගේ කොහෙන් හරි තියෙන data ටිකක් හොයලා කරනවා නම් we call that is a secondary research. When we are using the new data, right? අලුතෙන්ම එකක් කරනවා නම් අපි කියනවා එක primary research. Remember marketing mix? There are four. Or we call this is 4Ps. Marketing mix. දැන් මේ මුකුත්ම මතක නැති කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා නේද? Right. Very nice. Right. Product, place, price and promotion. Correct. Nice. හරි. ඒක තමයි marketing mix කියන්නේ. Or we call 4Ps. 4Ps කියලාත් කියනවා. Right? Product, price, place and promotion. Management levels, that means three types of managers are there. Levels are there actually. What are those levels? Managers, අපිට managers ලා business එකක ඉන්න managers ලා අපිට levels තුනකට කඩන්න පුළුවන්. We can divide it into three levels. Very good. Right. යටම ඉන්නේ ඊළඟ පල්ලෙහාම ඉන්නේ first line managers, then we have middle managers, then we have top level managers, right? Okay, so in a business, the first line managers, we have a lot of first line managers, but few top level managers. Business එකක මේ හුඟක් top level managers ලා අඩුවෙන් first line managers ලා නැහැ. වැඩිපුර ඉන්නේ first line managers, අඩුවෙන් ඉන්නේ top level managers in a business, right? Okay, leadership styles. There are 3 leadership styles. What are those 3? There are 3. එකකටවත් උත්තර දුන්නේ නැති කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවද මෙතන? Shahil, tell me what are those 3? Very good. Right, autocratic, democratic and laissez-faire. Do you remember the difference? Who are the autocratic leaders means? At least tell me that one, autocratic leaders. I will tell you what are the democratic leaders means. Workers also take part of the decision making. කියන්නේ වැඩ කරන කට්ටියත් decision ගන්න එකතු වෙනවා නම් අපි කියනවා those kind of leadership democratic. Autocratic leadership means very good, right? Leaders make all the decisions. Leaders la innawa egalo thamai thaniyama decisions gane. They are taking all the decisions. That kind of leaders autocratic. Sometimes leaders give take part some workers also in decision making process. කියන්නේ ඉන්න අයගේ වැඩ කරන කට්ටියගේ idea එකත් අරගෙන decide කරන කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා. That kind of leaders we call democratic leaders. Then who are the laissez-faire leaders? Workers, rest. They the most decision are taken by the workers. වැඩිපුරම ඒ කියන්නේ the boss give the boss take part workers to make the decision, right? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි workers ලට කියනවා right, you make the decisions, right? එහෙම කට්ටියට අපි කියනවා laissez-faire leaderships, right? එහෙම කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා, right? Motivational methods. There are 2 types motivational methods. I will tell you those 2. Do you remember those 2? First one, financial methods. Give me some examples for the financial methods. Very nice. Financial rewards and non-financial rewards. Correct. So financial rewards example, salary, correct. Bonus, right. Need one more. එදක විතරද මතක් වෙන්නේ? Bonus and salary. What else? Profit sharing, correct. How about the non-financial rewards? Non-financial rewards. Job rotation, job enlargement, job enrichment, right? Very good, right? ඒව තමයි කරන්නේ, right? එතකොට එතනදී they don't give money. එතනදී සල්ලි දෙන්නේ නැහැ, right? They are changing environment, take part of the decision making. They are asked to make decisions, right? They rotate the job. Sometimes they rotate the time also. එක එක දේවල් වෙනස් කරනවා. වෙනස් කරලා ඒගොල්ලෝ motivate කරනවා. So those are the non-financial rewards. Very good, right? So training, there are 3 methods of training. If you want to train your employees, right, there are 3 types of training in a business. Business එකක් ඇතුලේ 3 types තියෙනවා. මතකද ඒක? Can you tell me what are those 3 methods of training? Induction training, correct. Induction training, that is correct. Induction training means when you recruit new employees, they want to familiar with the workplace, right? So you can give induction training. On the job training, correct. That means you are given training at the workplace. වැඩ කරන තැනම දෙනවා නම් we call on the job training. Off the job training means that the training take place away from the workplace. ඒ කියන්නේ වෙන කොයි හරි තැනක අපි කරනවා නම් අපි කියනවා off the job training. Very good. Right. You all know the answers, right? I'm very happy about that. Okay, I think this is quite difficult. Not this one. Identify and explain production methods. No need to explain. Just tell me what are the production methods. Explain at least one. Production methods. Huh? So you're not referring notes, right? Note එක බලලා නෙමෙයි නේද කියන්නේ? It seems like it is difficult, නේද? Not primary production. Batch production, yes. One is batch production. That is correct. Correct. Job production. Job production, batch production. What is the next one? One-to-one production, yes. Job production, one-to-one production, both are same. Correct. That is flow production. Yes. Job production is there, batch production is there, flow production is there. So what is the job production means? මොකද අපි job production කරනවා කියන්නේ production means අපි producing, right? There are three types of producing methods. අපිට produce කරන්න පුළුවන් method තියෙනවා තුනක්. First one we can produce in job production. That means we are producing one unit at a time. එකපාර එකක් හදනවා නම් අපි කියනවා job production. When we are producing batches at a time, we call that is a batch production. එකපාර batch එකක් හදනවා නම් 10, 40, 50 batch එකක් හදනවා නම් අපි ඒකට කියනවා batch production. Bakery is a good example for that. Flow production means continuously producing. එක දිගටම හදාගෙන යනවා. Normally the factories, right, large scale businesses doing this flow production method. හරි. ඒකත් හරි. Now define the productivity. Do you remember the definition? Efficiency of producing goods and services. Yes, I can accept that answer. How about others? අනිත් කියන්න බලන්න මොකද්ද productivity කියන්නේ කියලා? The relationship between inputs and output, right? So normally we are calculating this productivity for the inputs. Resources වලට calculate කරනවා. So producing goods and services without any wastage. Actually, that is not the productivity, right? That is wrong answer. So normally the relationship between input and output we call the productivity. Normally we are calculating productivity for the labors. We can calculate productivity for the capital. How efficiency we are using these things, right? කොච්චර efficiency එකකින් පාවිච්චි කරනවද කියන එක. Right. Next one, how are cost classified in a business? That means tell me the types of cost that you can see in a business. මොනවද තියෙන cost type මොනවද? Fixed cost, correct. Variable cost, right. Yes, variable cost, right. What else? Total cost, correct. Yes, some are saying total cost, correct. Anasla saying total, yes. Average cost, yes. We can see fixed cost, variable cost, total cost and average cost, correct. Right. Do you remember the equations also, right? Right. This one, do you remember achieving quality of production? How to achieve quality? Yeah, very good. You remember. Okay. Quality එක කොහොමද අපි achieve කරගන්නේ? How we achieve the quality? There are two methods I taught you. Okay, methods දෙකක් තියෙනවා the businesses are using. CAD CAM sim are not the quality. Those are the newest technology that we are using for the business. CAD CAM sim කියලා කියන්නේ. Oh, quality control එක අපි බලන්නේ we are achieving the quality. Quality එක හරිද කියලා බලන්න we are using two methods, right? Some businesses are using quality control, that is correct, that is the traditional method, but is the new method. අලුත්ම method එක මොකක්ද? Quality assurance. Oh, quality control එකේදී වෙන්නේ what we are doing in quality control, we are checking the quality at the end of the process. හදලා ඉවර වුණාම quality එක බලනවා sample එකක් අරගෙන. In quality assurance, we are checking the quality end of the each process stage. ඒක හදන හැම stage එකක් අවසානයේදීම අපි quality එක check කරනවා නම් අපි කියනවා it is a quality assurance. Sometimes in quality control also we are checking the every stage, right? එහෙම ඉවර වුණාට පස්සේ බලනවා, but we are taking a sample. Sample එකක් අරන් තමයි බලන්නේ. We are not checking all the items. හැම එකම check කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. But in quality assurance normally we check, right? So then how we do that? In the quality control we have separate inspectors to do that. කියන්නේ වෙනමම කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා මේ quality එක check කරන්න. In quality assurance there are quality inspectors and also employees also check the quality. කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ තමන්ගේ වැඩේ කරනකොට වැඩ කරන කෙනා employee also check the quality. එයාත් බලනවා මම මේ හදන එක quality එකට තියනවාද, right? That means free from defects. And the quality කියලා කියන්නේ not using high quality raw materials and all. එහෙම නෙමෙයි බලන්නේ අපි. මේක defects නැද්ද? මේකේ අඩුපාඩුවක් නැද්ද? Is it free from defects කියලා තමයි බලන්නේ. Right? එතකොට quality assurance එකේදී වෙන්නේ ඒකයි. Employees උත් බලනවා අනිත් අයත් බලනවා. Right. So there are 5 more questions, children. Identify examples, immediate environment, macro. Give me one example for the immediate environment. Immediate environment එකට දෙන්න එක example එක. Consumer, supplier, correct. Give me a internal environment. Example for the internal environment, employees, owners, very good. How about the macro environments? Give me one examples for the macro. Very good, employees, owners. Technological, right, political, very good, right. You have that chart, එකකින් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. So you can't draw here communication process, right? You have chart for that also. Please refer that one. Identify 2 barriers for effective communication. Can you tell me one barrier for the effective communication? ඇයි අපිට හරියට communication එකක් කරගන්න බැරි වෙන්නේ? මොනවාද අපිට ඉන්න barriers? What are the barriers? Language problem, correct? Not using modern technology. Very distraction, environmental noises, very good. All the answers are correct. Okkoma answers hari. So what is the next question then? Examples. Written, verbal, sign and symbols. Give me one example for sign and symbols. Broad signals, correct. Example for verbal communication channel. There is a table for that also. Mikra table එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකේ separately you can see the examples for each. Right. Speaking through telephone, correct. The face-to-face interviews, very nice. Hari. Written one we all know ne. ඒක අපි හැමෝම දන්නවා. Courier service and postal service also, children. You have separate note. එකටත් separate note එකක් තියෙනවා under communication lesson. So 3 minutes more. Right. So you remember 5th of the September is the deadline for the assignment 3, right? If you can send before that, please send that one before the 5th of the September. දැම්ම අදම ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඉවර කරලා එවන්න. Right? I will mark that one. So children, this is my last day, right, lecturing. So next you are learning, you already sent, very good, right. So actually you have done first assignment and second assignment very well, children, because I'm asking in assignments the practical questions, right? Practical questions තමයි වැඩිපුර මහන්නේ. එතකොට you have searched those things through internet also. That doesn't matter, but don't copy, right? Don't plagiarize from the internet. ඒ කියන්නේ හැමම අරගෙන internet එකේ තියෙන එක අරගෙනම දාන්න එපා, right? You can get some point, but you need to write using your own words, right? ඔයාගේ own words වලින් ලියන්න if you get the points from the internet, right? So that's all. So next part, okay. Next is your IT side that will be done by another lecturer. So this is the part I'm doing, children. Oh, thank you very much, children. You learn a lot. Okay. So I'm very happy that you are sending me these kind of messages. So I'm also glad to teach you all. So children, good luck for your exam. හොඳට exam කරන්න. මම results බලන්නන්න. Right. I also miss you. Okay. Thank you very much, children. So God bless you and have a nice day. Good luck for your exam. Right. See you then. Yeah, you should do your best. Right. Very good. I'm happy about that. Okay, children. Then it's time to say goodbye, neither. Right. Okay, then God bless you. Bye.